Someone's trying to act like a bird. Come on, let's find out who.
Do you think it's growing?
You looking at it won't help.
I suppose you're right, but being patient isn't easy.
It might not be easy, but Grandpa Charlie says it's a virtue.
He's right.
What's a virtue?
A virtue is,
Don't you know?
Of course I know.
Okay. Well, go on.
A virtue is something good that people should strive to do or be.
I'll ask Grandpa Charlie when he gets back.
My Grandpa Charlie's on an expedition. That means he's learning something new. So he left me here to take care of all the things he normally does.
And he left me in charge.
No, he didn't.
Hello? Hello?
Did I mention that my Cuckoo and TV talk to me?
Oh, hello, Mia.
Hey, Margaret, what's up?
Your adventure today starts with a riddle.
A riddle?
A riddle is something you have to solve. That's why I'm so good at it. I'm basically a detective.
Do you like riddles? Okay, Margaret, what's your riddle?
I have wings and I have a tail. Across the sky is where I fly. I have no eyes, ears, or mouth. What am I?
Any ideas? Me neither. We don't know.
Your answer might be flying at the park.
What? I don't know what it is.
Oh, no worries. I'm sure you will figure it out.
Flying at the park? What do you think?
It's probably someone trying to act like a bird.
You think it's a bird actor?
Who wouldn't want to be a bird?
I can't imagine why. I guess we'll find out. Are you ready to go exploring with me?
And me!
Jump up, get ready, it's time to go. Today's a perfect day to search and learn and grow. There's truth to uncover, a world to discover. So climb on board, come on, let's hit the open road. Whoa, there's more to explore. Whoa, more to explore.
Ruby. That's what Grandpa Charlie calls his car. And it sounds like Ruby knows the way.
I know the way. Buckle up. We have reached your destination. I hope your adventure is successful.
Thanks, Ruby.
I have wings and a tail. I fly high in the sky, but I have no ears, no eyes, and no mouth. It's a kite, isn't it? That's the answer.
As I suspected, trying to act like a bird.
Come on, Ralphie. Let's go get a closer look. Hi, I'm Mia, and this is Ralphie.
Hi, I'm Noelle.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
We're glad you made it.
Guess who can fly without a string?
You're right, you can, but for those of us who don't have wings, this is pretty fun.
I told you everyone wants to be a bird.
Not me. I don't want to be a bird. So, what if there's no wind? Can it still fly?
If it isn't very windy, I run as fast as I can to make enough of an updraft to get the kite into the sky.
He wants you to know that he can fly.
I can see that.
He thinks that the kites are copying the birds.
Well, kites have been around a long time,
But birds were there first.
but there were kites before airplanes or even electricity.
In 1752, Benjamin Franklin was experimenting with a kite during a thunderstorm and discovered electricity. But don't do that.
There's a legend that the first kite was invented by a farmer in China that tied a piece of string to his wide-brimmed hat to stop it from blowing away.
So he was just trying to prevent his hat from blowing away, but instead he invented a kite?
That's the story that was handed down for many years.
How does a kite fly?
The wind blows on your kite. Some goes over it, some hits it directly, and some goes under it. The wind that goes underneath the kite helps lift it off the ground, just like the wind beneath an airplane's wings helps lift it off the ground.
An airplane has an engine, kites use wind, but birds... Go ahead, Ralphie.
We flap our wings, and we steer mostly with our tails. Everyone's been trying to copy us for a very long time.
That's right, Ralphie. People have been wanting to fly like the birds throughout history.
See, I told you.
I still don't want to be a bird. Sorry. Go ahead.
The Wright brothers invented and built the first successful motor-operated flying machine in 1903.
I guess it was pretty cool flying that airplane. So, why do kites have tails?
Well, the tail gives weight to the kite and makes it more stable. Without it, it would just spin around in circles. Yeah, like that.
And this was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting us fly kites with you guys today.
Anytime. Bye.
Bye! Today we learned how fun it can be to fly a kite. And we learned how important the wind is. Without the wind, it wouldn't fly. How would you like to make a kite with me? Here is what you'll need. You'll need some paper, you'll need 2 straws, you'll need scissors, you will need glue and some tape, and you'll need a string, and you'll need a little streamer for your tail. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out our diamond shape for our kite. So what you can do to do that is take your paper, and everyone can go take a paper, whatever color you want. Good job. And then you're gonna fold your paper in half, skinny ways, I guess, long ways. You're doing great. Put your glue paper in. We'll get there in a second, once everything. Just get 2 more pieces of paper.
I've cut a diamond shape.
And go from that point that you just made to the bottom. Oh no, you're fine. Okay. It'll look like this, a little diamond shape. There. You got yours? Take your glue stick, put it all over the paper, and then just get your other paper. Do we have more glue sticks?
Okay, I'm gonna... dot, 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 dot.
You're gonna... It's so... So, once you're done gluing your pieces of paper together, you can go ahead and start decorating. I don't know if I left enough room for it there, buddy. There's like little colored pencils. Ooh, pink. Blue on there. Wait, I'm not done decorating.
Bird.
Cuckoo is one of the characters.
The bird.
No, Cuckoo. So once you're done decorating your kite, you are going to put your straws on, and that's gonna give your kite stability. So you're gonna glue 1 straw up and down, and then 1 straw across the top of that straw. So I'll show you guys. Back is the one that you're gonna put the straws on. And then you're gonna need a glue stick and some tape. Oh, right. so once you have your straws set up on your kite like this, you're gonna tie on your string that you're gonna hold on your kite. So you're just gonna put it under that top straw and then just tie it in the middle. All right, so you're gonna put it under there. She's getting you string. Yes, that one. So once you have your string tied on, you're just gonna put a little piece of tape over that knot to secure it in. So the very last step that we're gonna do is attach our tails to our kite. So you're gonna need about 3 feet of some kind of streamer, and you're just gonna cut it, and you're gonna tape it on the bottom of your kite. Now for the fun part. We get to see if your kite will fly. You guys ready? Let's go. Remember, you need wind for your kites to fly. So let's run. Remember how we said that we needed wind so that way our kites could fly? Well, you can't see the wind, so how do you know that it's there? You can feel it, and you can see it when it moves through the leaves of the trees and through your hair. You don't have to see something to know that it's real. Just like how you can't see God, but you can feel Him. And you can see Him through all of the things that He made. He made the big sky, the trees, the ground. He made you, and He made me. God can feel big when you look at the whole world that He created, but you can see Him in the little things too. Like a ladybug, He took His time giving them each and every single one of their spots and giving them the ability to fly. We'll see you next time because we have lots more to explore. Bye, guys.